love interest or friend, but only as a child. And in this version, if you didn't know the original ending of the original Little Mermaid, he marries a princess from a neighboring kingdom who he thinks is the one who saved him and has the beautiful voice. And the Little Mermaid is told that if she kills the prince and his blood splatters onto her feet, she'll turn back into a mermaid, but ultimately she decides to kill herself instead to save him. Now, when Disney was adapting this tale, they made a major upgrade by making Prince Eric how we all know him. So besides giving him a personality, Disney made him actually care for Ariel. He may care a lot about the voice that saved him, but he would give up his search if it meant being with the girl who he really loves, which at that moment in time is Ariel. And he, in multiple cases of the movie, he jumps into danger to protect her. At the end of the film, when Ariel is kidnapped by Ursula, he takes out his little tiny like rowboat, and Grimsby's like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "I'm not gonna lose her again." And like he throws a spear at Ursula, like to protect Ariel. So they're both saving each other. So now in 2008 there was a Broadway production of The Little Mermaid, because Disney has done productions of their own Disney films or other movies into musicals, and one of them is The Little Mermaid. So the Broadway show ultimately decided to explain Prince Eric's backstory. We learn that the father dies, and Eric's like reluctantly not wanting. No, he's reluctantly not wanting to take the crown. And Grimsby's like really pushing him to marry, and Prince Eric's like, no, I don't like any of these women. Like, I don't connect with them. I don't feel the same love I would feel for the sea. And like, unlike the movie, he doesn't get hypnotized at the end, which just adds more to his love for Ariel, and you get to see that more prominently. Now, what are these songs that they should have in the live action? Why should you care if they don't put these songs in the movie? Well, how are the songs in the Broadway show? So the first song we have is Fathoms Below / World Below. Fathoms Below is actually originally in the movie, and it's longer in like the original cut of the film, but then they like chopped it down for like timing reasons and story and plot and stuff like that. But in the Broadway show, it has a lot of relevance. It basically like just expands on Prince Eric's backstory. Where is he in this moment in time of his life, and his values of being on the sea. Like, he loves the sea. It's one of the things. And in this particular song, Eric has his own verse of World Below, which is mirroring Ariel's verse of World Above, which is the next song that actually plays. And it kind of mirrors that both of them want to be a part of each other's worlds, and basically expands on the metaphor that like they're both going to meet in the middle. Like, even though Eric wants to be in the sea and then Ariel wants to be on land, they both come together and be together. Next is Her Voice, a personal favorite of mine. Her Voice, basically, this happens after Prince Eric is saved by Ariel, and he's kind of wondering, like, who's this person who saved me? What's this voice haunting me? And it just shows the passion that he has to search for the person who saved him. Like, who is this person? And why did they save me? And why do they have such a great voice? And he's constantly haunted by this voice. And it's not just because it's beautiful, but it just makes him feel the same love that he has for the sea. He's been searching for that kind of love in a partner. He just wants to feel that way for someone. And one of the lines is, strange as a dream, real as the sea. So like, he feels this realness with this voice, like the ocean. Next song we have is One Step Closer, which is in Act 2, and this basically follows after Les Poissons. I think that's how you say it. Might be wrong. Don't really care for it. But anyway, this basically replaces the montage of Ariel and Eric kind of going on their own and visiting the village and dancing in the square. This one actually has a lot of plot relevance, which we'll get into later. So Eric basically teaches Ariel how to communicate through dance. It's great. And like, it not only strengthens their relationship, like I said, it comes back in the climax of the film and just shows that Eric will choose Ariel over the voice. Next part, If Only, quartet, not duet. No. Okay, so the reason why I would rather have this be a quartet is because if we just focus on Ariel and Eric, then you won't really care about the other characters' motivations. Like having a quartet expands upon the theme of father and daughter relationships that Ariel and King Triton have, and it's a huge part of the original story. Is that a lot of people like there's one story where like a father like hadn't called his daughter in 10 years, and after watching The Little Mermaid he like called her up. Like that's a very important relationship, and if we didn't have the quartet then that wouldn't be expanded upon. But let's focus on Ariel and Eric's part of If Only. So basically this song shows the struggle of Eric trying to decide if he should choose Ariel or choose the voice. Like he rather be with the girl that he connects with, the girl that kind of gets him, who's kind of in the same situation as him. But there's still this haunting voice that kind of like feels very raw and real to him. There's this one great line where it's like, and at the ball, what will outcome? Maybe I'll find that voice, but I'll lose her. Just showing the struggle that he has, the choices, the like what he's feeling inside, like just the ultimate dilemma of how he would choose. Now, the next song right here, The Contest, doesn't really need to be in the live action, but it's just showing the full circle of Ariel and Eric's relationship. If you don't know, the Broadway show kind of ends at a contest rather than a wedding because Eric doesn't get hypnotized in this version, thank the Lord. And basically, Eric's having this contest where girls are singing for him and he's trying to find this voice. And ultimately, Ariel auditions and everyone's like, you can't sing, you can't speak, what are you doing? And she ultimately dances in front of Eric, kind of like showing her true feelings towards him and like just being like, just, it's so cute. And basically, everyone laughs at her. But then Eric's like, I choose her. And everyone's like, but she didn't sing. And he's like, I heard every word. Like just showing so many people that Eric like will choose Ariel over the voice. He cares about her without the voice. He chooses Ariel, not the voice. He chooses Ariel. And when Ursula comes at the end with the voice and he hears it, he's like, the contest is over. I made my choice. I choose Ariel, which ultimately shows and goes against everyone being like, Prince Eric only cares about like the voice of Ariel, not Ariel herself. No, he does not. It's whatever. Okay. Now my conclusion. This is to Lin-Manuel Miranda, Alan Menken, and Rob Marshall. You should choose these songs. You should keep these songs. You should bring these songs to a wide audience because a lot of Disney live action movies will try to do better than the original and will try to build upon it. And the only way that they can really do that is by songs that are already established in the Broadway shows. The Broadway shows understand those characters. Home, Beauty and the Beast, explores Belle's character and ultimately shows why she's staying in that castle because she knows things are going to change and she will find happiness wherever she is because she knows her home. Proud of Your Boy with Aladdin shows that he's fighting. He wants to do better for his family. He wants to show them that they can be proud of him. In this, you have the same situation with Prince Eric. People complain about him not having a character in the original. Okay, I disagree, but now you can make it more apparent with having his own songs. Now, it's been discussed that you all have been working on your own original songs for Prince Eric. That is fine, as long as you give him the songs. But if you don't ultimately choose these songs, try to have the same themes that these songs approach in your movie. And for Hallie and Jonah, who are playing the two main characters, I wish you all the best. I know that you'll do great. And that is my presentation for today. Thank you all for watching. This was very impromptu. I just wanted to establish things. So this was quick. It was about only 10 minutes. Thank you all for watching. There's a live stream going on to raise money for saving independent bookstores. I put it in the beginning of the live stream. If you want to check that out, that'd be great. They're raising great money for a great charity. And yeah, thank you all for watching this. And if you ever want to talk about Little Mermaid with me, come on. I mean, wait. Sebastian, see me always greener. Somebody else's lake. I say we tag Lin-Manuel Miranda and Alan Menken. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave now and stop. Thank you all for watching this. You can share the link. I will have it saved on my